help that lady. All you clowns that sit there every week, you know how that gate works. Yeah, Chris will get it. He's been wanting to open that gate for years. Here comes Sheila. Now, be a gentleman and help her down, King Arthur. We're going to come right out here so all 50,000 people can see you.
That's
okay, Tim. I'm going to hold the microphone, but you got to do this right now, all right? Yep. Sheila, you having fun right now? Come here. We don't bite. Okay, go, man. Oh, yeah, wait, I'm on the wrong side. Wait, never talk over the applause. That's the first rule. Okay, go, man.
Sheila, I want everyone to know how I love you with all my heart, and for the rest of my life, I'll make sure I try to make all your dreams come true. Will you marry me?
It's a yes or no question, honey.
Yes.
All right. Now, put it on. No. She's got 7 rings on that finger, and they just got, I'll hold those for you. They just got retired. All right. That's not too cool, huh? Did you get a picture of that, Weston? I was the best man right there. Did you see that? Congratulations. Did he surprise you?
I knew.
She knew. Yeah, she knew. That's why her face looks like a beet right now. Congratulations, kids. Good luck. Give them a round of applause, folks. Bank dwellers, give them the 21-can salute up there. How about it, huh? All you married people, you know that they're blissfully happy right now, and it'll never last. He's been hiding from her all day. Don't let her see me.
Moody, if that's your idea of a show, you should have slipped her $10 to say no. It would have been a much better.
Oh, I never thought.
Yeah, we'll give you the play. And we had a great wedding, except the father of the bride got a little loop, took the pace car in 15 laps. We thought we were going to have to get the cops to get him off with the bride so we could start the wedding that day. That was a great moment.
And Terrible Timmy is on call to be the worst man for any ceremony.
The 1-1. Breaking ball outside, 2-1.
All right, let's see. We need the late models to be on one side and the Tigers to be on the other. I think the Tigers should be turn 4, I think. Yeah, closer to the bank dwellers.
Probably.
Billy Herring's got his... Well, I know what they call him out in the barn. I don't know what they are at the racetrack.
This team, it was,
Hey, Dave, we need to remind folks that the money for this tug of war is put up by the people from the Vermont State Employees Credit Union, and goes to 2 very good causes. So we hope the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I believe, and the other to multiple sclerosis. Now, wait a minute. David, are you running this thing?
There's a big fight going on because nobody wants to be in the front where the mud is. Oh, they got Scott in the front. All right, the track champion, it seems fair, should be the first to go. And Jimmy Young. Okay, this is working. Now, wait a minute. Wait. Don't go yet. All the Sportsman guys are saying, Scott, move forward. We don't have enough room back here. Yeah, right. About 3 more steps, Phil. They'll have plenty of room. Keep running. There you go.
Hey, David.
They got Craddock as the anchor. Smart move.
Moody, we got to get the crowd to count this thing down to make it official.
We'll do that.
All right.
Hold on. Tigers, you got to give a little. Turn loose a little. Just a little. Hold on. Come on.
Do we have an equal number of players on both sides?
Who cares?
Oh.
All right, hold on. No, wait. Don't pull yet. We're going to count it down at 3, 2, 1, go. Anybody pulls before go, we're going to throw you right off the rope. Bill Donahue, first man in line, says, you guys better pull, I'll tell you that. All right, crowd, let's count them down. 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, Donahue, your feet are going to get wet! Come on! Oh, Sportsman have the lead! Sportsman have the lead! Phil Scott has dug himself a divot. Look at Craddock! Ricky Roberts went down. Bootsy's in a heap down. Bootsy and Despo fell on top of each other. We probably got a couple of broken hips now. Hey, Billy, come here. Come here. How are your feet?
Wet.
Yeah. Wait a minute. We have a challenge. The Tiger guy said 2 out of 3, but we want Barnier. We're going to invert the field. Hold it. Don't leave, guys. Jimmy Young says it wasn't fair. He wants to do it again. Come on, you big chickens. Come on.
Sportsman.
Sportsmen are the wussies! Sportsmen are the wussies!
Hey, let's have a great round of applause for all these guys. This was for charity.
What a bunch of wimps.
For the winners, 300 for second to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and to the multiple sclerosis folks. Nice show.
So the Sportsman guys, a $500 contribution courtesy of the Vermont State Employees Credit Union to their favorite charity. $250 for the slightly damp and muddy Flying Tigers. Look at Tom.
Grounded outside of third foul, 0-2.
Obviously, if they win 2, they split the 4 games, they remain successful. They'd have to win 3 to be 4 games out. That would set up the 4 games in Baltimore. It's possible. It's not probable, but that's where the Yankees are. And then also, it's possible, but not probable, that either Anaheim or Seattle will make up the 8 games in the loss column there.
Headed at the belt. And the 0-2. Grounded shortly outside of third, still 0-2. Yankees lead 2-0. We're in the top of the 6th inning here at Yankee Stadium. 0-2-0 for the Expos, 2-3-1 for the Yankees. It's funny though, things could really change quickly. Let's say the Yankees win this game and the Orioles end up losing their game. Boom, it's 7. Right. Then the Orioles lose 3 in a row in Florida, and the Yankees win 3 in a row in Philly. Boom, it's 4. Boom. The 0-2, grounded shortly third base off the glove of the diving Boggs. Everybody will be safe. It goes into foul territory, scrambles after, and that'll be a base hit. A sharply hit ground ball off the glove of Boggs as he went to the backhand. So the Expos have runners on first and second now. The cleanup hitter, David Segui, comes up with 1 out.
Well, here is the first pressure that Pettit has been under, because he has pitched very easily.
This is part of the series for Texaco as well for these Tigers, and they're going to be introduced today. So please give these folks the credit due, the ones that have qualified. They've had a remarkable field here of over 40, and this is the qualified field. So let's give each and every one of them the recognition they deserve when Dave Moody introduces them to you. And don't forget that David will have the story on Darlington, the story on Thunder Road, and all the rest tomorrow night, 6 o'clock on DEV.
To receive a free Greg Norman video today, call 800-743-7999. Norman Secret during today's game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started with the introduction of the starting lineup for this afternoon's Napa Flying Tiger Labor Day Classic main event down trackside. We're pleased to welcome Steve Post, General Manager and CEO of the Vermont State Employees Credit Union, and Wally Farnham, President of the Board of Directors, Vermont State Employees Credit Union, who's been a Thunder Road fan for about a quarter century now. They'll be down to shake hands with the drivers and wish them luck along their way. Ready to start, shotgun on the field, post position number 26 this afternoon, regular campaigner. At Airborne Raceway, Plattsburgh, New York, the Ronzado Chevrolet Randy Yando in car number 10.
On the road against Toronto.
25th on the starting grid, the Marcia Motors Oldsmobile. Car number 15, Bill Marcia from Williamstown. 12 rows back on the outside lane, the Jamie White Contractor. E.E. Packard Chevrolet. Car number 6, Billy Herring from Berlin. And inside Herring, car number 2, the Cabot Oldsmobile. Car number 2 from Montpelier and Eric Pembroke. Ready to go, 22nd on the grid, driving the Vermont State Employees Credit Union Ford Thunderbird. Car number 9, Tom Vermette from Chelsea.
It's the shoes.
In the number 21 post position after winning the B feature earlier, car number 4, Doug Murphy in the Subway Buick. 20th starting position, the Bisson's Auto Buick. Car number 33 and Peter Bisson. And inside Bisson, the Subway, Lenny Shoe and Apparel Chevrolet. Car number 14, Jamie Parker. Rookie driver on the Flying Tiger Series, ready to go next. 18th starting position, the Bevins Door Chevrolet for Ron Bevins in car number 60. Rookie campaigner on the Napa Tiger Series and having a great 1997, the Green Mountain Lincoln Mercury. Car number 27 and Craig Shepard. Out of Lamoille County, the veteran campaigner starting 16th on the grid. The Cleveland Cedar Products Chevrolet, car number 23 and Henry Cleveland. Inside Cleveland, car number 22, the Win TV Chevrolet Wild Wally Renfrew in the 22. Number 2 point driver in the Thunder Road standings coming into this afternoon's Labor Day Classic. Driving car number 7, the Parker's Quick Stop Chevrolet, Sean Fleury from Montpelier. Leader of the Flying Tiger Series point standings coming in this afternoon, and the defending Thunder Road Flying Tiger champion, the Bouchard & Sons Chevrolet, Ricky Dennis in car number 32. Hot off a main event win on Sunday night, his first career Tiger victory at the nation's side of excitement, the Hull Printing Chevrolet, Mike Rollins in car number 90. Current point leader in the Napa Flying Tiger division will start in the number 11 spot, the Foster Motors. Car number 1, Jimmy Young in the Oldsmobile. Former Thunder Road track champion will run the outside of row number 5 at the drop of the green flag this afternoon, the Lowry's Auto Body. Burrell Roofing, car number 68 in Cooper McRitchie. Rookie driver on the Tiger Tour, the SD Ireland Concrete Chevrolet, car number 18, and Jamie Fisher to go 9th on the field. Starting 8th, picking up the checkered flag in his qualifier earlier this afternoon, the Green Mountain Paving Chevrolet, car number 26, and John Donahue. Strong run last Sunday night here at the road, his best finish of the season in the Tiger division here on the Barre High Banks, the Winooski Press, Northern Coal and Oil Chevrolet, Double O Joe Steffen. Main event winner twice here at Thunder Road in 1997. Driving the Morrison and Clark, car number 01, Johnny Clark from Williamstown. Keep an eye on this youngster coming out the inside of row number 3, the Vermont State Employees Credit Union. Car number 09 from Montpelier and David Pembroke. First career Tiger victory came just a few weeks ago here at the nation's side of excitement. Car number 25.
For all those who have been following the racing throughout the season, this is a Flying Tiger Series race where John here is in 5th place. What's the strategy for today?
Just try to keep in one piece until we get near the end of the race. Then we'll go from there, I guess.
Now, this is the Labor Day Classic, so that means the racing season is pretty much behind us. How did you feel your series and your season went for you this year?
Went pretty good. I ran 2 tracks this year. I ran here and Airborne, so it made it a little tougher on everything, but we may come out all right. I'm happy with it.
Okay, now this is one of the first races we run during the day for quite some time. How does the car react for the day as opposed to when it tightens up a little bit more in the evenings?
Runs pretty good when the sun's out, a lot better than it does at night, so I'm glad it's during the day.
Okay, he'll be starting 8th, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
2 of the competitors that are chasing the leader for the points for the series. What's your strategy for tonight's race?
Well, mainly stay in front of Ricky, but we're going to try to take it easy for like the first half, then try to work our way right up to the front. Let the tires come into it a little bit.
Now, most of the time I get to interview the drivers, they always say they want to take it easy for a few minutes or a half. Do you guys really do that, or you just pretty much get in the race car and just put it right to the metal?
No, I try to take it easy the first half of these, and last 20, then make the car start working and try to pick the cars off. Hopefully the ones in front of us will burn their tires up before that.
Okay, now it was unfortunate we didn't have the camera crew on scene last Sunday when Mike Rollins picked up his first win at Thunder Road. First of all, congratulations, and what's your strategy for today?
Thanks a lot, and pretty much we're going to do the same as Jimmy. I'm going to follow Cooper, see how he's going. We're going to kind of take it easy the first half of the race, and hopefully got some car left to really put the hammer down at the end.
Okay, there's a couple of competitors that are chasing Ricky Dennis, and we'll move right back to these guys to Ricky Dennis. Well, with Ricky Dennis, who happens to be the defending champion in the Flying Tiger division and also the point leader for the series races, I just got done talking to Mr. Rollins and Mr. Young up in front of you. They're going to take it easy for the first half. What's your strategy?
I'm going to follow them. They're going to take it easy. That's what I'll do, too.
Now, this doesn't sound like it's going to be much of a race. I've talked to you, the 4th driver we've talked to, and they're all going to follow the guy in front of us. I think most of these fans come to actually watch some racing. At what point do you feel you're going to try to go by him?
Any chance I get. We all just kind of like bowl a little bit when we say we're just going to take our time and kind of follow the guy in front of us. We're going to get around the guy anytime we get a chance to.
Now, this is race number 6 when you combine the race at Thunder Road and the one in the Airborne. How do you feel your series has been going, your season, other than the series race for the season?
Well, our season's been horrible. We've really been chasing the car all year long, and luckily for these big races, we've kind of hit the setup pretty good. But other than that, we've had probably one of our worst seasons ever. I'd like to pick it up a little bit today.
Okay, that's Ricky Dennis. Like I say, he's defending Flying Tiger champion, and they'd really like to come out here with the win in the Late Model Series. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, folks, those of you that have been with us all summer long here at the road, you look at this field from front to back, this may be the toughest Tiger feature we've seen all summer. Potential winners from the pole to the back of the pack. The veteran in the Ford will lead them off. Row number 1, David Fink on the outside of the Chevrolet. extra time to work this afternoon. 50 laps on the docket for the Tigers, but in talking to them on pit road before it got started, I don't expect anybody to be hanging back waiting for the halfway point. They said, no way. Too many good cars, too many good drivers, too many tight point battles. We're going right for it at the drop of the green. Set behind the Cody Chevrolet pace car. Pace car coming in on the back straightaway. Paul Hodgson in the Ford. David Fink in the Chevrolet, Bill Donahue and Joe Becker, David Pembroke and Johnny Clark. Donahue does not come up to speed on the inside of row 2, and green flag. Hodgson gets the break on the inside. Bill Donahue in a world of trouble. Donahue in the 31 may have a tire going down. Everybody trying to get around him in turn 3 and 4. Hodgson to the line leads it. Second spot belongs to Joe Becker. Third on the outside is David Fink, John Clark, and John Donahue, the top 5. Wow, a tough break for Billy Donahue. Started third, and he is dropping backward like a stone on the inside, and he's not going to be able to get it to pit road. Left rear tire may be going flat on the Donahue car. It's Paul Hodgson in the Ford out on top. Joe Becker in second, up to third. Now John Clark, as they've got the youngster David Fink trapped down the outside lane. Clark goes to third. John Donahue on the inside takes over fourth. Right behind him is Cooper McRitchie. And for young David Fink, it's going to be about 13th place before he finds a way back in line. Top 3 cars running nose to tail. Hodgson, Becker, and Clark. And John Donahue diving to the inside on Johnny Clark. Donahue gets the whole shot in turn number 4. He'll take over third at the line by a nose. Paul Hodgson down the back straightaway. Continues to show the way. Joe Becker now is ready to rumble. He comes to the outside for the lead. It's Hodgson and Becker wheel to wheel, bumping off turn number 4. It's Hodgson by half a car length at the start-finish line. Front 4 cars, 2 abreast and nose to tail. Hodgson and Becker side by side in row 1. Donahue and Clark side by side in 2. Then Cooper McRitchie down on the inside in the 5th spot. 6th belongs to Mike Rollins. 7th is Sean Fleury, the number 2 point driver. 8th on the inside, it's David Pembroke. Pembroke down low, going to work on David Fink. Fink, the outside pole man, hanging tough in the high lane, and he's beginning to gain some ground now as he puts a wheel up on Fleury. It is a dead heat drag race on the back straightaway for the lead with 8 laps complete. Hodgson down low, Joe Becker up high, Donahue and Clark. This time it's Becker by a nose at the stripe. Joey Becker, who picked up his first career Tiger win just a couple of weeks ago, battling tooth and nail in the outside lane, bumping hard in turn number 4. Both drivers hang on to it, and again it's Becker by a hair width at the start-finish line. Black flag is out for Wally Renfrew. Wild Wally takes the 22 to pit road. The battle continues at the front of the class. It's Hodgson on the inside, Becker on the outside, John Donahue and John Clark. Those 4 cars separated by inches as they hit the back straightaway. Cooper McRitchie running in the 5th spot, just waiting for something to open up. 6th belongs to Mike Rollins. Right behind him, Sean Fleury in 7th. The wheel-to-wheel battle continues for 8th. It's Dave Pembroke down low, David Fink up high. Becker now gets the break off turn number 2, and Joey Becker takes over the lead. Becker in the 25 breaks it clear, dives it down to the inside, and he'll lead him to the start-finish line. John Clark now with some open racetrack on the outside. He'll take over 2nd spot. So Hodgson, the early leader, is back to 3rd now with 13 laps on the board. John Donahue comes to the outside on Hodgson. He'll try and drop Hodgson back to the 4th spot. Paul Hodgson sideways in 2. He'll drop to 4th. Cooper McRitchie now on the outside will move him all the way back to 5th. So Hodgson, who led the first 13 laps, now going backward in a big-time hurry. Black flag is out for the Ron Bevins automobile. He'll take it to pit road next time around. Clark, John Donahue, and Cooper McRitchie, the front four, running nose to tail as they move underneath Bevins as he makes his way to the pits. Fifth continues to be Paul Hodgson. Side-by-side battle for sixth is now it's Sean Fleury down on the inside. Fleury going to work on Mike Rollins. Rollins, Sunday afternoon's winner. Sean Fleury, the number 2-point man. It's Rollins pulling up on Hodgson now. Johnny Clark wants a piece of the lead out of turn number 2. Terrific racing all over the track right now. Becker on the inside. Now Clark coming to the outside. John Donahue and Cooper McRitchie 2 abreast in third and fourth. Then it's 5 car lengths back to Hodgson in the 5th spot. 6 now by a nose is Sean Fleury. He's going to get underneath Hodgson on the back straightaway. Great move by the number 2-point man. Oh, trouble in turn number 4. David Fink blows the right front tire. He's into the wall. Jamie Fisher spinning into the infield, and we've got a caution flag. You could hear from here the right front tire giving way on the David Fink automobile. Bounces it off the turn 4 wall, and we are under caution with 18 laps complete. Dave Fink, the outside pole sitter. Right front tire goes away in turn number 4, and he got a piece of the rock. Fink has it underway, and he's on his way to pit road. Grab your ticket stubs. Grab your ticket stubs. We've got some beautiful embroidered VSECU baseball caps to give away. Orange adult tickets, number 960-2973. 960-2973. 960-3442. 960-3442. And 960-3441. Well, there you go. Maybe that'll go to somebody that came together.
Number 13 up 1. 13 up 1. Here's the big going down. 90 up 1. 90 goes up 1, Eddie. 90 up 1. 90 goes. Yeah. 18 goes all the way.
Restart lineup being arranged. Joe Becker.
18
holding down the point. Fisher in the 18 spun to avoid the action, but had the car rolling as the caution came out, and he will regain his spot on the field as they came by last time. Well, now Fisher may be headed for pit road.
Just put him in behind the 09.
He belongs in line behind the 09 of Dave Pembroke. Joey Becker, the leader. John Clark in second. Third, the 26 of John Donahue. Fourth is Cooper McRitchie. Fifth to Paul Hodgson. Sean Fleury up to sixth. Seventh is Mike Rollins. Eighth to Dave Pembroke. Fisher runs in ninth. 10th, the 23 of Henry Cleveland. Still no sign of David Fink in the 37. May have been more problems as just a flat tire. Tom Vermette coming back in car number 9. Joe Becker and Johnny Clark ready to face it off in row number 1. Vermette back on the tail. Pace car coming in. Becker and Clark, Donahue and McRitchie, Hodgson and Fleury, the top 6. Then Mike Rollins and Dave Pembroke, Jamie Fisher and Henry Cleveland as we get set for the restart. Here they come. Out of turn number 4 for the green, and they've got it. Side by side into turn number 1. Joe Becker on the inside, John Clark on the outside. Wheel to wheel all the way down the backstretch into 3. Off turn number 4, drag racing to the line. It's Becker by a wheel at the stripe. Joe Becker, look out, trouble on the front chute. Bill Marcia, Eric Pembroke spinning. Marcia fires and pulls away. Pembroke has it down into the infield. Field coming by, we stay under the green. Joe Becker has the lead off turn number 2. The challenge now for second. John Donahue works it down to the inside of Johnny Clark. The veteran now fighting to hang on to the number 2 spot. Clark all the way to the wall off turn 4. Johnny Clark hung up on the outside lane. Donahue underneath him. Cooper McRitchie now plants the nose to the inside. Right behind McRitchie, Sean Fleury and David Pembroke. Joe Becker looking for his second Tiger win of the year with 22 laps complete, shows the way. Donahue now alone in second. Cooper McRitchie down low on Clark, takes over the 3rd spot. Sean Fleury dirt tracks it, lights up the right rear tire. He fills the hole down to the inside. Fleury bumping with Clark off 2, hangs onto it, but Johnny Clark pulls away, and he'll hold on to the 4th spot. Cooper McRitchie now diving to the inside, the challenge for second place. McRitchie and Donahue ready to go at it. It's John Donahue sideways at the top of 2. McRitchie goes to the number 2 position. Joe Becker, Coop McRitchie, and John Donahue now the top 3. Clark in 4th. 5th to Sean Fleury. 6th is David Pembroke as we hit the halfway mark. 25 down, 25 to go in the Tiger Labor Day Classic. Lap traffic dead ahead now for the leader, Joe Becker. The Eric Pembroke and Bill Marcia automobiles who tangled a few laps ago will go a lap down here in the next couple of circuits. Becker, McRitchie, and Donahue have broken away a bit. Then it's 3 car lengths back to Clark in the 4th spot. 5th is Sean Fleury, who's got a big-time loose race car, but he's driving it to the front. He's going to the outside on Clark now. Sean Fleury, who's had such a spectacular year, trailing only Jimmy Young in the Thunder Road points, goes to the high lane on Clark. Can't get it done, though. He'll hold on to 5th for the time being. 6th belongs to Dave Pembroke. 7th is Henry Cleveland. 8th to Mike Rollins. 9th is Jamie Fisher. 10th, the early leader, Paul Hodgson. Hodgson battling wheel to wheel now with Jimmy Young, who runs in 11th. 12th is Doug Murphy. Bill Herring in 13th. 14th to Joe Steffen. 15th is Ricky Dennis. And 16th is Craig Shepard. 17th to Peter Bisson. Jamie Parker in 18th. David Fink 19th. 20th, Randy Yando. 21st is Tom Vermette. The final car on the lead lap with 30 complete. Down the back straightaway, sideways is Becker, and Cooper McRitchie is there. McRitchie drives it in on the inside, and Cooper McRitchie has the lead off turn number 4. Joe Becker with a momentary bobble opens the door, and McRitchie is through to the lead in the 68. Becker now back to 2nd. Donahue holding on to 3rd. John Clark in 4th. Trouble on the back chute. Jamie Fisher looping it. Fisher out of the top 10 pulls it down into the infield. 33 laps complete as they work off turn number 4. It's McRitchie, Becker, and Donahue the top 3. 4th belongs to Johnny Clark. 5th is Sean Fleury. 6th to David Pembroke. Henry Cleveland, Mike Rollins, Jimmy Young, and Doug Murphy. Next time by, it'll be 15 to go for Cooper McRitchie. McRitchie got the lead. Joe Becker trying to hang on, but the former track champion McRitchie's opened up a car length lead into turn 3. 15 laps to go this time. 35 down, 15 to go for Cooper McRitchie. Becker, that car beginning to loosen up on him now as he was just broad sliding through the corners. That allows Donahue to close in a bit. John Clark continues to run in 4th. 5th is Sean Fleury. 6th to Dave Pembroke. 7th is Henry Cleveland. 8th to Mike Rollins. Jimmy Young is 9th. Doug Murphy in 10th. Just the kind of afternoon Jimmy Young needed to have. Solid but unspectacular. Unless Young falls completely under the bus here in the final 2 races of the season, he has got the Tiger Championship all but locked up. Cooper McRitchie now pulling away. The lead is up to 6 car lengths for McRitchie. Joe Becker now can do nothing but play defense as he is running the front bumper of the John Donahue car. Donahue working him hard, but so far McRitchie has held him off. John Clark now 5 more car lengths back in 4th. He's got Sean Fleury right on his rear bumper. Right behind Fleury is Dave Pembroke. Then another 5 back to Cleveland and Rollins. Best battle on the track right now will be for 2nd place. John Donahue may have the faster car of the two, but Joe Becker has not made the mistake. He is dirt tracking it all the way through the corners with the hard charger out of Cambridge. Joe Becker keeps it on the bottom of the racetrack. And so far, Donahue has not been able to take it outside and make the pass. 10 to go. 10 laps to go for Cooper McRitchie. Donahue again sneaks a peek to the inside. And now he'll begin to put the pressure on a bit more. With less than 10 to go, Donahue turns up the wick on Joey Becker. John Clark continues to run 4th, then Fleury and Pembroke. 42 laps complete. Leader, Cooper McRitchie, off turn number 4, makes it 43. Only a caution flag or a mechanical failure can stop him now as Cooper McRitchie has got some daylight. Becker continues to run in 2nd. 3rd is John Donahue. Sean Fleury to the inside on Johnny Clark. Fleury gets the whole shot into 3. They slam hard in turn 4. Fleury gets underneath him. Clark keeps it off the wall to hang on to 5th. Close call for both Sean Fleury and John Clark. Fleury goes to 4th. Clark now back to 5th. Pembroke in the 6th position. 5 laps to go for Cooper McRitchie. 5 to go for McRitchie in the lead now, half a straightaway. On the outside, here comes Donahue. He just pulls up and drives around Joey Becker. Donahue may have been saving something for the end as he saw the 5 to go indicator. Just took it to the high lane and blew Becker away on the back chute. So it's McRitchie, Donahue, and Becker the top 3. Sean Fleury now has broken away from Clark. He's just 5 cars. Oh, Jimmy Young is blown up. The point leader, Jimmy Young, up in smoke on the back straightaway. Rolls to a stop at the top of turn 4. We've got a yellow. Jimmy Young, the Thunder Road point leader, blows it up on the back straightaway. And that could be a costly turn of events for Young, who runs 2nd to Ricky Dennis in the Flying Tiger Series standings. How about that? Jimmy Young, who has had nothing but impeccable finishes all season long, and that could cost him in a big way.
Update at Darlington with 121 to go. It's not over. We won't tell you who won it, but at 121, Elliott leading, Jarrett 2nd, Burton 3rd, Gordon 4th. Earnhardt crashed on lap 1, and he has been taken to the hospital. They're not sure of his condition. He couldn't find the pit area. He drove around several laps. They finally got him in, got him out of his car, and he's been helicoptered in. They suspect a concussion. Long way to go. We won't spoil it for those of you who've got your VCR, but at 121, it's Elliott, Jarrett, Burton, so the Fords are really strong. 1, 2, 3. The Vermont State Employees Credit Union, pleased that you're here today. And remember that Vermont State Employees Credit Union is open to all, available to all, a loan service that works with the folks. Give them a call.
Laps complete. 47 down. 3 remaining. McRitchie and Donahue in row 1, Becker and Fleury in row 2, Clark and Pembroke in 3, green flag. Cooper McRitchie gets the break. McRitchie away with the lead. Becker wants the inside, can't find the whole shot. 2 to go this time, and here comes Joey Becker. Down on the inside. Look out, trouble in the back chute. Hodgson, Steffen, and Peter Bisson, and we've got another yellow flag. Paul Hodgson, Joe Steppen, Peter Bisson involved on the back chute. Caution back on the speedway. Tough break for the early leader, Paul Hodgson. He's not happy with somebody, and I believe it's Randy Ando. Well, there. I believe that was the signing off indicator. I am now through talking to you. Well, I believe the 50-50 is counted and ready to go in victory lane. Looks like a fairly thick wad of bills. 1141. $1,141 to the 50-50 winner this afternoon. We'll give it away in Tiger Victory Lane. 1141, John, that's right. There it is. You're welcome. You gotta be quick. Kid, I couldn't reach you. I couldn't reach you if I was Superman. A little guy way down there in row 1, about 700 yards away, says, throw one to me. If I did, my arm would come right down there with it. Tough break for Paul Hodgson, the early leader in the Ford Thunderbird. He'll go on the record, as will Joe Steppen. There's another one. Begging does not help. Just not attractive. Sit down, you big kid. I'm now completely unfair because out of the 6,000 people here, only 2 got a shirt that time, and I'm just totally unfair. Don't you hate it when that happens? Don't you hate that, Tom? There's a hat. Wow, did you see that thing go? That thing just hovered. I can't do that again, I'll bet. Yes, I can. Look at that. Those are cool hats. Hey, Yvonne, those are great hats. Do you have to pay extra to get them floaters like that? Let's try one more. Oh, sorry. Look at that. Those are the most aerodynamic hats we've had all year. I've gone completely deaf to children yelling in my ear, so don't bother. All right, we're set to go. Field is set. Cooper McRitchie and John Donahue, Joe Becker, and Sean Fleury. They'll take one more.
Real quick, one time.
Job in America where you can hit somebody in the back of the head with something and have them turn around and thank you. It's great stuff. Whack! Oh man, thanks a lot. Anybody got a Band-Aid? Sorry about that. Here they come. McRitchie and Donahue, Becker and Fleury, Clark and Pembroke. Green is out. 47 down, 3 remaining. It's Donahue by a nose off 2. John McRitchie comes back at him. Becker and Flory, wheel to wheel, then Pembroke in fifth. 2 laps to go, it's McRitchie. Cooper McRitchie gets the break on the inside. Becker now coming after Donahue for second. Pembroke on the inside of Flory for the 4th spot. Sideways off 4. White flag is out. The right front tire of the Donahue car covered with McRitchie orange, but McRitchie drives away with the lead. Donahue in second. Wheel to wheel, Becker and Flory for the 3rd spot. Checkered flag. Cooper McRitchie your winner. Donahue, Becker, Flory, and Pembroke the top 5 in an outstanding Labor Day Classic for the Flying Tigers.
Donahue taking a great swing at 1st spot, but Cooper McRitchie is going to win in the Tiger Division. This Labor Day Classic coming down for his lap of honor. Let's have a nice round of applause for Cooper McRitchie. McRitchie, your winner. All right, Dave Moody will join you in victory lane in just a moment. The Vermont State Employees Credit Union pleased to bring you the Labor Day Classic, offering traditional banking services like savings, checking, auto loans, mortgages, personal loans, CDs. It's all there with the Vermont State Employees Credit Union. And there right now in victory lane is Dave Moody with the top 3 in a beautifully driven race. A couple of cautions late in the going. But let's go down right now to the guys that have made it work in the Flying Tiger Division, the intermediate set today. Here's David.
All right, Ken, I'll tell you what, Cooper McRitchie is getting to like these long-distance events.
That's great.
Third place man this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, for the Tigers. How about a round of applause for Joey Becker in the 25? Boy, we're starting to meet down here real often lately.
I know it. Boy, I can't believe I came in third. That car just was not going.
The rear end got lighter and lighter with every passing lap, didn't it?
Yeah, I started with new tires. I don't think they're new anymore.
No, I think you worn them clean out. That last lap, I thought it was going to either be a big pileup or a real close finish. We got the close finish.
Yeah, John got sideways. I didn't know what was going to go on. I just kind of fall behind and hope for the best.
Congratulations, a great run for you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Joey Becker? He gets the Vermont State Employees Credit Union 3rd place trophy for the Tiger Labor Day Classic this afternoon. Come on down here, Big John. I'm going to swap sides here. John Donahue, ladies and gentlemen, in the 26. Was it just you? Okay, I'm being told to switch again. So was it just you that got loose or everybody else? I think it was everybody else.
Yeah, my car seemed to stick pretty good until that last lap.
Yeah, then you don't care. You just kind of take a swing at it. When you see a little hole, you take it.
That's right. I decided to take that one. Figured we'd get by him, but we didn't, so we played safe, I guess.
You like these long-distance races?
I do. It's more fun. Cars seem to run better, too.
Just a good timing to have it done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank some sponsors. I've been forgetting one. Jet Service Envelope, been with me all season. I ain't mentioned him at all. I'd like to thank David Fink for lending me an axle so I could race today. My crew, Green Mountain Paving, Lowry's Mini Storage. Thank you, everybody.
There you go. Congratulations. 2nd place trophy for the Tiger Labor Day Classic, John Donahue. And I'll tell you what, this guy is getting to like the long-distance races. Cooper McRitchie, the former track champion in the 68. You'll run these 50-lappers all year long, won't you?
Yeah, I wish we could have 50 laps every week, but I guess we don't have time.
Last lap, I thought you had this thing in the bank, and all of a sudden, Mr. Donahue found a little hole there.
Oh, yeah, he did. He let off for me.
Yeah, he didn't have to either, did he?
We probably would have both went around if he didn't, because I didn't want to give it up.
You got some folks to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Vermont State Employees Credit Union for putting on the race. Lowry's Auto Body, Hebert Excavating, McCarthy Construction, Burrell Roofing, York Sheet Metal, Gilly Sales and Service, Iron Horse Ranch Construction, and Action Towing. Thank you.
You practice that?
No, I just thought of it.
It just rolls off, doesn't it? I just thought of it. All right. Cooper McRitchie, your Tiger winner in the Labor Day Classic, and now we're going to have another winner for 50-50, $1,141 pink ticket. 963-1422. 963-1422 for $1,141.
Cooper McRitchie victorious this afternoon. Berserko Becker in 3rd spot with one of his best runs of the season.
Labor Day Classic for the Bond Auto Late Model Sportsman Series. Starting 24th on the grid, shotgun position comes the Jet Service Envelope, Oldsmobile, car number 7, and Brad Matson. 20 23rd on the grid, the Carter Sprinkler Chevrolet from Newbury, Vermont. Car number 10 and Jeff Spooner. Outside row number 11, the Roberts Electric Chevrolet from Graniteville. Car number 9 and Ricky Roberts. 21st position, taking the back door through the B feature, the RR Charlebois. Car number 0, Brent Dragon from Milton in the Chevrolet. Outside row number 10, here's the North Star Fireworks Chevrolet Monte Carlo from Berlin, Steve Craddock in the 65. In the 19th starting position, top runner at Airborne Raceway, Plattsburgh, New York, the C. Robertson Son Milk Hauling Chevrolet Mark Lamberton from Morris Forks, New York. In the 18th position, multi-time main event winner here at the nation's side of excitement, the Vermont Municipal Truck, J&M Sunoco Chevrolet Jim Silly from Groton in the 68. Former Airborne Raceway, Flying Tiger champion, set to go 17th on the grid, driving the McIntyre Fuel Chevrolet, car number 71 and Chris Fisher. In the 16th position, after a strong running qualifying this afternoon, the Cunningham Ford HDI Pontiac, car number 01 and Gary Cunningham. Hold on. 15th starting position, the Climate Systems Chevrolet, car number 21 for the veteran Richard Bootsy. In the 14th starting slot, the Quality Motors Oldsmobile, Kendall Legendre, car number 20 on the outside lane. Starting in the lucky number 13 position this afternoon, or at least he hopes it's lucky, the number 1 driver in the Texaco Haviland Late Model Sportsman Series standings, car number 22 from Bombazine, Vermont, Mike Bruno in the Kinney Drug Chevrolet. 12th on the grid, number 4 in the Texaco Haviland standings, the Northfield Savings Bank Chevrolet, car number 54, Chuck Beatty. 11th on the grid, 29 points behind Bruno coming in this afternoon, the Goss Dodge Avenger, car number 45 for Brian Hoare. Starting 10th, the newly crowned late model sportsman king of the road here at the nation's side of excitement, car number 75, the Riverview Garage Pontiac and Peter Fecto. Number 9 for the green flag this afternoon comes the Shepherd Siding Oldsmobile, car number 3 from Waterbury, Clement Desperate Despo in car number 3. In the number 8 position, coming on strong over the last 30 days here at Thunder Road, the Woodbury Construction, Eastern Utilities, Pontiac, car number 72, and Billy Holbrook. Rolling 7th, the LeCaires Marine, Gene Armstrong Excavating Chevrolet, former Thunder Road champion Joey LeCaire from East Montpelier. Outside row number 3, the Profile Auto Body, Marco's Pizza, Pontiac, car number 63 for Dan Casey. Number 5 for the green flag after an outstanding drive to the checkered flag in his qualifier, the Merchants Bank Pontiac, car number 27 and Burger Blake from Barre. The 1996 Thunder Road Sportsman Champion will run on the outside of row number 2 this afternoon, the Shoney's Restaurant. Formula Ford, Phil Scott in car number 14. In the number 3 post position comes the all-cycle Ehlers RV Chevrolet, car number 99 and Barney McRae. Outside pole position for the Labor Day Classic comes the Pete's RV, Sitco Chevrolet, car number 25, Dave Whitcomb from Essex Junction. And on the pole position, car number 6, the Ghostland Granite, J.F. Sweeney Decorators Chevrolet, Christmas shot in the Chevrolet, your pole sitter for the Labor Day Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the starting lineup. We ask you now to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. First, for our Canadian guests and competitors in attendance this afternoon, the Canadian national anthem. America, our Star-Spangled Banner.
Daily News Sports TV.
Well, with Dave Whitcomb, and it is August 31st, and for the people that don't have a real short memory, you had a real tough start. We had 3 series races in May, and then 1 in June. You had a very obviously a tough start, starting on the outside pole. What do you feel your chances are?
Well, they should be pretty good starting this close to the front, you know, and we're really hoping that they will be. You know, if the car stays good and we got a good car today, we should be able to get the job done, I hope.
Now, like I said earlier, you guys definitely struggled early in the year. You did come home with an unofficial 4th place finish in the overall championship at Thunder Road. How do you feel the season has gone thus far?
Well, it's been some really good racing for us. We've been right up in the front a couple times. Then we've had problems, a distributor problem one time or twice actually. Then we had some brake problems and we had a carburetor problem. So, you know, we've had 4 races we've just pretty much dropped out of. So we're just hoping today that the car's going to stay running all day and we're going to get a good finish out of it.
Okay, that's Dave Whitcomb, outside pole. You can look for him in victory lane. Good luck.
Thank you.
With Chris Machad, the pole city, got an awful lot of heavy iron behind you. What's your strategy for tonight?
We have a 100-lap race, so basically just take it easy the first few laps and see what happens towards the end.
Now, I've been asking a lot of the drivers throughout the day how they felt this season has gone. How do you feel your season gone throughout the year?
Compared to last year, we've had a real tough year. We've had a lot of bad luck, had a couple engine failures, a couple bad accidents, so hopefully today we can turn it around.
That sophomore driver, Chris Machad, good luck out there today.
Thank you.
With Mike Bruno, who has a 29-point lead going in. What's the strategy for today?
Well, you know, we want to finish the race. You know, 100 laps is a lot of racing here at Thunder Road, and we just want to be in a position to run up front at the end, you know, and finish in the top 10, get a good finish out of here.
Now, we haven't had a day race here since about last May. How do you feel the setup is compared to racing every Thursday night underneath the stars?
Well, we've been trying to concentrate pretty good on our heat race setups and stuff this year at the end of the season because we knew these big races were coming up, and we've been doing pretty good in the heat races, and I mean, they're only 10-lap races, but we've been trying to work on that, and we feel pretty confident today.
Now, you got a real good draw in the heat race and ended up winning it, pretty much walking away. Did you guys make any changes throughout the day? You're pretty happy with the car?
No, we tightened it up just a little bit. You know, the car was a little bit loose, even though I did get out there and run away, but I just don't want to take any chances of racing a loose car here, you know, so we did tighten it up a little bit and hopefully burn a little fuel off, and we'll be there at the end.
Okay, that's Mike Bruno. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, the 1997 King of the Road. Apologize for myself and the camera crew. We weren't here for last Sunday night when you did win. First of all, congratulations on a great year. And I was at Canaan on Friday night when you blew a motor. How'd that end up working for your luck?
Well, I was kind of glad it didn't blow over here in the first heat, or else we'd been out of the championship, and I'm really happy to win this championship. It means a whole lot to a whole bunch of us, you know. And we was lucky all year and finished most of the races, all of the races, except for the first one, so that's how we got there.
Now, you left the Ford at home today, and you got the Pontiac. How's the Pontiac reacting for you today?
The Pontiac seems to be going pretty good. I didn't know if we'd have a problem getting it handling, but it looked like we've got it pretty well dialed in, so hopefully it's going to stay throughout the race.
Okay, that's, again, the 1997 King of the Road. Good luck out there today.
Thank you.
Main event of the afternoon, the Vermont State Employees Union. Labor Day Classic 100. Gentlemen, start your engines. Chevrolet pace car. They'll allow the Machines to come up to temperature, scrub a little heat into the tires, and then we'll be set to turn them loose. Mike Bruno and Brian Hoare locked in the battle for the Texaco Haviland Series standings with 4 events remaining. Bruno at 621, Brian Hoare at 592, the front 2 in the battle for the title. Mike Wilder on the flag stand. Next time we'll send him away. Our Grand Marshal and honorary starter for the Sportsman 100 this afternoon, Malcolm Fielder, celebrated his 30th year as an employee of the Vermont State Employees Credit Union in February. He's here every single Thursday since the 1960s, and this is definitely a big deal for him. Pace car is in. Chris Michaud and Dave Whitcomb. Barney McRae and Phil Scott, Burger Blake, Dan Casey, Joey LeClaire, and Billy Holbrook. Here they come, out of turn number 4. For the green, they're underway. Chris Michaud gets a bit of a break in the 6th, but back comes Whitcomb on the outside. Into turn number 3, it's Dave Whitcomb out of 4. Whitcomb, your early leader. Michaud drops back to 2nd. Phil Scott on the outside is 3rd, then Burger Blake and Barney McRae. Scott now to the high lane for the number 2 position. He'll pick it up off turn number 4. Dave Whitcomb jumping out to the early 5-car length advantage. Scott by a nose in the outside lane is 2nd. Chris Michaud down low in 3rd, then Burger Blake, Barney McRae side by side. Joey LeClaire, Dan Casey side by side. Then single file, Billy Holbrook, Peter Fecto, Chuck Beatty, and Brian Hoare. Dave Whitcomb trying to run away early with this one. The lead is up to a half straightaway with only 4 laps complete. Whitcomb, the former Thunder Road champion, has got himself a strong race car here in the early going. Phil Scott has broken clear on the outside. He takes over sole command of 2nd spot. Chris Michaud continues to run in 3rd. Michaud now will be challenged by Barney McRae as McRae takes the 99 to the outside lane. Right underneath him is Burger Blake as they stack it up 2 wide off turn 4. Chris Michaud in the 6th, holding off McRae as they hit the back straightaway. Blake, for a moment, thought about going 3 wide to the inside. He won his heat with that identical move, but this time around he couldn't find the room. McRae sideways off 4, and that allows Michaud to pull away in 3rd. Burger Blake now underneath McRae takes over the 4th spot. Barney McRae having a little bit of trouble keeping the rear end of that Chevrolet underneath him coming off the corners. Gives up the 4th spot. And now Billy Holbrook underneath him for 5th. Billy the Kid going downstairs on McRae. Barney McRae and Joey LeClaire going backward in the outside lane. LeClaire trapped behind McRae. Here comes Burger Blake to the outside. He'll take over 3rd. Blake in the 27 drives around the high line on Michaud. Right behind him will be Billy Holbrook. Right behind Holbrook, here comes Peter Fecto. Fecto, who blew the motor in his primary Ford Thunderbird in practice on Friday in Canaan, New Hampshire, brought out the backup Pontiac this afternoon, and he has not missed a beat, dominating his qualifier. And he is on the outside of Michaud now, and he'll take over 5th. Chris Michaud, the pole center, back to 6th, but not for long as Chuck Beatty's alongside on the back chute. It's Dave Whitcomb by half a straightaway over Phil Scott in 2nd. 3rd belongs to Burger Blake. 4th is Billy Holbrook. 5th to Peter Fecto. Beatty is 6th. Michaud in 7th. 8th belongs to Brian Hoare. 9th is Mike Bruno. 10th to Joey LeClaire. Barney McRae back to 11th. 12th belongs to Kendall Lejeune. In 13th is Richard Bootsy. 14th to Dan Casey. 15th on the outside is Jim Silly. 16th to Gary Cunningham. 17th, Chris Fisher. 18th is Brent Dragon. Then Mark Lamberton and Jeff Spooner. Then Ricky Roberts, Clem Despo, Steve Craddock, and Brad Matson. Everybody still on the lead lap in It'll be 15 complete this time. Side-by-side challenge now shaping up for the number 4 position as Peter Fecto takes it to the outside on Billy Holbrook. The two Pontiacs now door handle to door handle into turn number 3. Holbrook on the inside, Fecto on the outside. It's Fecto by a nose. Well, I'll tell you what, anybody that thought the Ford Thunderbird was the main factor in Fecto's championship had better think again. The Pontiac may be faster on the outside right now. Fecto does away with Holbrook. He's alongside Berger Blake. Next in line, it'll be Phil Scott. As Fecto from midway in the field going to work, he started 10th. He is up to 3rd, and he's not done yet as he drives around the outside of the Phil Scott car. Peter Fecto in a class all by himself here in the early going. 19 laps go on the board this time for your leader, Dave Whitcomb. Fecto now alone in 2nd. Scott is 3rd, but he's being challenged now by Berger Blake. Blake in the 27 takes it to the outside on the former track champion. Berger Blake in the Pontiac, wheel to wheel with the Ford of Phil Scott. This time out of 4, it's going to be Blake by a nose. So Phil Scott, who quickly moved up to 2nd place, now beginning to fade a bit with 20 laps on the board. Oh, trouble on the back chute, Chris Michaud around. Gary Cunningham, a nice move. Steve Craddock dodges, and we've got yellow. Caution flag on the speedway. The outside pole sitter, or check that, the inside pole man, Chris Michaud, turned around midway on the back straightaway. Michaud in the 6, looping it down the back chute. Good job done by Steve Craddock, among others, to avoid getting involved in that. Gary Cunningham in the 01 also. They'll try and get Michaud moving. He is underway, and he'll stay on the lead lap. Looks like he's at least got a tire cut down on the number 6. Jeff Spooner pulling up on the pace car. The number 10 will go to pit road. Pit road remains closed. The red flag out at the end of pit road. When they open pit road, Michaud will be allowed in as he has a tire down on that car. Pit road now open. They'll score the field at the line this time, and then they'll get the 1 courtesy lap. Spooner heading in. David Whitcomb in the 25, setting a blistering pace here in the early going. Whitcomb led by as much as a half straightaway. Peter Fecto, anybody that thought that Ford Thunderbird was the reason for the track championship is going to have to think again as the Pontiac is flying this afternoon. Berger Blake is 3rd, 4th to Phil Scott. Clem Despo, Brad Matson to the pits. Richard Bootsy pulling up on the pace car. The 21 may be heading in. This is the free lap. Nobody will go a lap down this time. Bootsy to the pits. Jeff Spooner back. Now, the cars on pit road will have to get back out before the leaders come by next time to remain on the lead circuit. The word from pit road, a broken axle for car number 6 of Chris Michaud. He is done for the afternoon. Michaud in the 6, done for the day, the victim of a broken axle. Now keep an eye on pit road. They're going to have to beat the pace car. Brad Matson in the number 7 will make it. Everybody else is going to have to hustle. Here's Richard Bootsy. He remains on the lead lap. No sign of Clem Despo, and the veteran Despo goes a lap down. Field crossing over for the restart. 21 complete. Here's Despo, but not in time. Pace car coming in with 21 complete. Whitcomb on the inside, Fecto on the outside, Blake and Scott, Holbrook and Beatty, Hoare and Bruno for the green. Pete Fecto gets the jump on the outside. Fecto for third place. David Whitcomb led the first 21 laps with apparent ease, but that's all over now. He'll do well to stay in the top 7. As Holbrook is underneath him, dead even into turn number 3. Right behind Holbrook in single file, it's Brian Hoare, Mike Bruno, Joey LeCaire, and Chuck Beatty. As Whitcomb and Phil Scott trapped in the high lane going backwards. Pete Fecto, a car length up on Burger Blake with the lead out of turn number 4. Blake in second. Holbrook is third. Fourth now to Brian Hoare. Mike Bruno diving low on Whitcomb. He'll battle for the 5th spot. 7th is Joey LeCaire. 8th to Chuck Beatty. Phil Scott is 9th. 10th is Barney McRitchie. Dave Whitcomb with a big-time battle on his hands. Caught on the outside lane with nowhere to go right now. Hoare moves underneath him for 4th. Mike Bruno underneath him for 5th. And Joey LeCaire is not going to give him any room now. Whitcomb goes way high in 1. Up above the white line, and then LeCaire underneath. Whitcomb all the way back to 7th now. And Chuck Beatty to the inside looking to make it 8th place for Dave Whitcomb. Fecto down the back straightaway, 30 down, 70 remaining. Fecto with a car length and a half, 2 car lengths in hand over Blake in second. Another 5 back to Billy Holbrook, who crosses it up in turn 1 and hangs onto it. That opens the door for Brian Hoare. Hoare sticks the nose of the Dodge downstairs, and the Dodge will go to the number 3 position. Just a momentary bobble by Billy Holbrook. Was there to take over 3rd place. Holbrook on the outside, battling in 4th. Diving low, it's Mike Bruno looking to keep Holbrook trapped up high. Front 2 cars trying to break away. Fecto into turn number 3 by 2 car lengths over Blake. Then it's 6 back to Brian Hoare. Mike Bruno down low, takes over 4th. Holbrook now back in line in the 5th position. Good run for Joey LeCaire. He's up to the number 6 position. And 7th is Chuck Beatty. 8th to Dave Whitcomb. Phil Scott is 9th. Chris Fisher cracks the top 10. A good run for Fisher. In his first under-road start, Fisher started 17th. He is up to 10th now. 11th belongs to Brent Dragon. In 12th, it's Barney McRitchie. 13th to Kendall Lejean. 14th, Dan Casey. Jim Silly in 15th. 16th to Mark Lamberton. Ricky Robertson, 17th. Jeff Spooner, 18th. Steve Craddock, 19th. 20th is Gary Cunningham. Then Richard Bootsy, Brad Matson, the final car on the lead lap. Then 1 lap down, it's Clem Despo. Jim Silly down pit road. Silly in the 68 takes it right to the pits. With 38 laps complete. The lead for the moment has sorted out in the hands of Peter Fecto. Fecto crowned the track champion on Sunday night, but he's still got some work to do. Came in number 8 in the Texaco Haviland Series standings. Just about everybody in the house figured that Fecto was just going to try and hang on and get what he could today with the backup car. But the setup in the Ford apparently goes pretty well in the Pontiac as well. Good run for young Chris Fisher. The former Airborne Raceway Tiger champion now takes it to the outside of Dave Whitcomb. That's the battle for 9th place. Fisher on a track that is ordinarily not very good to first-timers, having a good run this afternoon. He's run a handful of races here in the Tiger division, but never in a Sportsman. He just drives around Whitcomb, and that'll be the number 9 position now for Chris Fisher. Phil Scott fading badly. Last year's track champion has dropped back out of the top 10 now after being as high as 2nd early on. Lap traffic dead ahead with 43 laps complete. Gary Cunningham in the 1. The 3 of Clem Despo, 2 abreast in front of Fecto. Joey LeCaire makes his way underneath Billy Holbrook. LeCaire up to 5th. He'll take Chuck Beatty with him. Beatty goes to 6th. 7th is Holbrook. 8th is Fisher. 9th to Whitcomb. 10th now is Brent Dragon. Pete Fecto around the lap car of Clem Despo. Puts Despo down 2 for the day. Despo lost 1 on pit road under the previous caution. in the third spot. It's Fecto now around Brad Manson into turn 1. 5 car lengths back is Berger Blake. Another 5 to Brian Hoare. 6 or 7 to the 4th place automobile of Mike Bruno. Then a long gap back to the battle for 5th. Joey LeCaire and Chuck Beatty getting busy. Beatty, who for so many years dominated the 100-lap and longer events here at Thunder Road, the master of waiting for the second half of the race and then getting down to business. Beatty coming to the outside of Joey LeCaire. That'll be the battle for 5th place. LeCaire for the moment holds him off. Beatty drops back in line in 6th. 7th is Holbrook. 8th is Fisher, who dives low, and he's got Billy the Kid in his sights. Chris Fisher moving up another spot. Can't be too impressed with young Chris Fisher, as he has had a terrific run. It is Fecto, Blake, and Hoare the top 3. Bruno, LeCaire, and Beatty. Then 7th to Fisher, 8th to Holbrook, 9th is Whitcomb, 10th is Brent Dragon. Billy Holbrook's got a real handful right now. The rear end of the 72 is absolutely coming out from under him. Right rear tire smoking on that car all the way through the corners. He's not going to handle it much longer. Billy Holbrook, if he can keep that thing out of the wall or the infield for the next 5 laps, it's going to be amazing. Holbrook really manhandling the 72. Something has gone away on that car in a big way. No such trouble, though, for Peter Fecto. Holbrook pulls it way to the outside. Whitcomb underneath him. Dragon underneath him. And Billy Holbrook now in free fall in the 72. Fecto out of turn number 2, puts a lap on Richard Bucci. He's got half a straightaway now in hand over Blake in 2nd. 5 car lengths back to Brian Hoare in 3rd. Then another half straightaway to Bruno in 4th. 5th is Joey LeCaire. He's broken away from Chuck Beatty, who runs in 6th. 7th is Chris Fisher. 8th is Whitcomb. 9th the Dragon. 10th is Holbrook. And once again, Billy Holbrook makes a great save at turn number 2. Now, I can guarantee you, if the caution flag flies again this afternoon, Billy Holbrook will be the first man on pit road. He may not wait. No, he's headed in right now. Holbrook to the pits under the green. And I take a real good look at that right rear tire, because Holbrook's car just came out from under him about 8 laps ago. Fecto on the outside puts a lap on Steve Craddock. Puts Jeff Spooner a lap down. Ricky Roberts getting the passing flag. Gives away on the inside. Next in line will be Mark Lamberton, then Barney McRae. Peter Fecto is setting a blistering pace. 58 complete. 42 to go. Berger Blake trying to use the lap traffic to catch the leader, but Fecto may actually be extending the lead. Now the lap cars go 2 abreast in front of Blake as Jeff Spooner goes to the inside on Ricky Roberts. They are 2 wide in front of the leader, and Blake now is losing ground on the back straightaway. The veteran Blake with no choice right now except to just ride it out and hope for a clear lane, and he's not going to get it. Chief starter Mike Wilder about to throw his arm out of the socket using the passing flag, and Ricky Roberts, a good show of sportsmanship, takes it way to the outside, waves Blake underneath him, and lets the leaders have their day, and that's a good piece of sportsmanship by Ricky Roberts. Pete Fecto's lead, now a half a straight over Blake in 2nd. Blake's lead over Brian Hoare is down to 2 car lengths. Then a long gap back to Mike Bruno, who's running all by himself in 4th. 5th is LeCaire. 6th to Chuck Beatty. 7th is Chris Fisher. In 8th is Brent Dragon. 9th to Dave Whitcomb. 10th spot, the 01 of Gary Cunningham. And 11th will be Phil Scott. Scott, the final car of the lead lap right now, and he is only about 10 car lengths up on Fecto. So Phil Scott, whose afternoon started well with a good run in qualifying, moved up immediately to 2nd here in the main event. But it's gone sour on him now. It'll be 65 complete, 35 remaining next time. And Phil Scott looks in the rearview mirror, and he sees Peter Fecto on the march. Fecto has closed it down to just 3 car lengths. Blake has finally broken clear of the lap traffic on the back straightaway as he moves around the Barney McRae car. He can see Peter Fecto, but that's about it, as Fecto is nearly a full straightaway ahead. Brian Hoare just just a couple of car lengths behind Blake as he clears the lap cars. Then a long gap back to Mike Bruno, who runs alone in 4th. 5th is Joey LeCaire. 6th to Chuck Beatty. Chris Fisher in 7th. Then a long ways back to the 8th place automobile of Brent Dragon, followed by Whitcomb and Scott. And Bill Scott about to go a lap down now. Fecto comes to the outside in 4. Bill Scott, the 10th place automobile, now 1 lap down to the leader, Pete Fecto. Fecto came to the front early and has just stiff-armed the field. Next time by, it'll be 30 to go. 30 laps to go for Pete Fecto. The king of the road has absolutely dominated this one. Took the lead on lap 21 and has not been challenged since. Joey LeCaire beginning to close in on Mike Bruno. The 4th place automobile being bottled up in lap traffic. Works under Steve Craddock, but right in front of him, Barney McRae and Mark Lamberton are wheel to wheel. Joey LeCaire having one of his better runs of the season, up to 5th and closing in on Bruno. Brian Hoare turning up the pressure on Berger Blake as they hit turn 4. Blake continues to run 2nd. A car length back, it's Hoare in 3rd. Bruno in 4th. He has moved around Craddock, around Lamberton, now goes after Marty McRae. But Bruno now has got some company. As only 5 car lengths back, it's Joey LeCaire, then Chuck Beatty and Chris Fisher. Peter Fecto absolutely on a walk in the park in the 75. He has the luxury of time right now, and he's going to have to take a little bit of it. As Dan Casey, Clem Despo, Kendall Legendre all running in a pack, Fecto's going to have to wait for them to decide who's faster before he gets a lane. Now, Mike Bruno a moment ago was in the clutches of Joey LeCaire, but now he's driven away. Oh, LeCaire is in trouble. LeCaire had it absolutely sideways on the back chute, made a miraculous save, but Chuck Beatty able to get around him. On the outside takes over 5th. LeCaire suddenly dropped back to 6th, and the rear end is beginning to wiggle on the LeCaire car. So Joey LeCaire, much like Billy Holbrook 25 laps ago, beginning to run out of right rear tire, it appears. And Chris Fisher is all over LeCaire, who is sideways again off 2. Fisher absolutely glued to the back bumper of the former champion as LeCaire begins to struggle now. A little bit of damage on the left front corner of the LeCaire car. I don't believe that's anything recent. I think the handle is just going away for Joey LeCaire. Fecto is absolutely alone, and it will be 20 laps to go this time. Fecto has just waved goodbye to the field. Blake is 2nd. He has broken away from Brian Hoare, who's stuck in lap traffic. 4th is Bruno. 5th is Chuck Beatty. LeCaire still hanging on to 6th. 7th is Chris Fisher. 8th to Brent Dragon. 9th to Dave Whitcomb, the final car on the lead lap. Peter Fecto putting on as dominating performance as we have seen in a good long time here at the nation's side of excitement. 18 laps away from the checkerboard. The top 3 running pretty much by themselves now. Dave Whitcomb, the early leader, is going to go a lap down within the next 5, it appears. So a number of drivers ran well early, but have faded down the stretch. Whitcomb, one of them. Phil Scott, another. Billy Holbrook, a 3rd. LeCaire so far has been able to hold off Chris Fisher in the battle for the number 6 position. Fecto just continues to knock him off. This time by 15 to go for Fecto. Having one of those Cinderella seasons. He can absolutely do no wrong. In 1997, went to Keenan on Friday night to test at that new speedway, blew the motor in the Ford, brought out the backup car, and he has dominated. Diving low, he'll put a lap on Dave Whitcomb. Whitcomb, the former Thunder Road, Airborne, and Texaco Haviland Series champion, cannot hang on to the lead lap today, and Fecto is just mopping the floor with everybody. He has lapped all but out the top 8 with 14 to go. Blake running a very solid second, but he is clearly second best in the class tonight. Brian Hoare in third. Fourth is Mike Bruno. Fifth, Chuck Beatty, who's broken away from LeCaire. Best battle right now is for sixth, LeCaire and Chris Fisher. Fisher has not quite been able to summon up the ability to go to the high lane and challenge LeCaire, despite the fact that LeCaire has got a loose race car. Time by 10 laps to go for Pete Fecto. Fecto out of turn number 4, 10 to go now. What a year it has been for the Lamoille Valley Ford Riverview Garage team. Fecto, who for so many years has been a steady campaigner, always a threat to win a race every once in a while, but in all honesty, not a championship contender until this season when he has just come out of nowhere. 8 to go now for Fecto as he works turn 3 and 4. Blake still second, Hoare in third, Bruno fourth, Chuck Beatty, Joey LeCaire, Chris Fisher, and Brent Dragon, the only cars remaining on the lead circuit. Fecto across the line makes it 7 to go. And I'll tell you what, they may not have to hurry getting the Ford fixed in time for Canaan, New Hampshire on Saturday night. Take the Pontiac and be very happy. 6 now for Fecto. He'll put Mark Lamberton down for the second time this afternoon. Barney McRae also will get down too. And I'll tell you what, Brent Dragon will finish on the lead lap, I believe, but if this was a 110 lapper, he would not. And Fecto has got him in his sights. 5 laps to go for the king of the road, Peter Fecto. Absolutely riding the wave of success in 1997. They're beginning to head for the exits, and they could have done it 40 laps ago as far as the win is concerned. Fecto, Blake, and Hoare the top 3. Bruno in 4th. Chuck Beatty 5th. Chris Fisher continuing to hound the tracks of Joey LeCaire. And what a great piece of driving by LeCaire, because I'll tell you what, anybody with less than 30 years experience would never have gotten that car home in the top 5 or 6. 2 to go for Peter Fecto. Around the outside of Despo. He'll put a lap on Kendall Lejeune if he wants to, but he doesn't need it. Down the back chute, into turn number 3. Pete Fecto looking for the white flag. He'll take it. 1 to go for Fecto. Blew up his best car, brought out the backup, and absolutely mopping the floor with the field. Checkered flag ready to fly. Out of turn number 4, the Labor Day Classic to Peter Fecto. Second goes to Burger Blake. Third is Brian Hoare. Mike Bruno gets 4th. 5th is Chuck Beatty. 6th to Joey LeCaire. Chris Fisher in 7th. Brent Dragon, the final car on the lead lap in 8th. If that's a backup car, they ought to order 2 or 3 of them. Fecto, Blake, and Hoare, the top 3, and I'll tell you what, old Peter Fecto just plain old whipped them today. The rest of these guys ought to be awfully happy you didn't have the good car. I think he's grinning harder now than he was when he clinched the championship. Unbelievable. is it? What do we want to fix that Ford for? Third place man this afternoon, and a good run for the Goss Dodge, ladies and gentlemen. How about a round of applause for Brian Hoare in the 45? Nicely done. Had a good fast race car today, but this guy was just ridiculous. He just checked out.
Yeah, he was awesome. He got out front, and boy, we had nothing for him. We had nothing for Berger either. The car got real loose. We tightened it up before the feature. It was all loose all day long, but you know, still a good car. We had fun. We were just trying to stay smooth out there. Boy, I'm hot.
Well, yeah, a lot of people lose today. Is that the difference between night racing and day racing? The track gets a little greasier in the heat?
I think that could be. You know, it's a little bit warmer out here. The sun's been on it all day, and it definitely is. It's definitely a real slippery track today. And you know, we tried. Fecto definitely hit the setup perfect, though.
You bet he did. Congratulations, a great run. It won't hurt you in the points either.
No, you know, we'll take a third, a good solid third. You know, I'd like to thank Goss Dodge, Mopar Performance, and the sponsor of the race, Vermont State Employees Credit Union. Thank everybody for coming out today.
Nice job today, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. Brian Hoare, a good run in the 45 to get the third place trophy. Second place man, Berger Blake in the 27, ladies and gentlemen. That's, it's nice to see you have a good race car and get something for it for a change.
Well, this is the first time, or second time all year that we've been able to make this car run. We made some major changes this week on suspension. And this is back to like our old car used to be last year, and we're pretty confident with that. We need our big motor back in for next week, I think, but
yeah,
we'll be all set.
Anybody going to handle Fecto? I mean, if that's his backup car, that's a little scary, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, he's quick.
Congratulations, good job today.
Well, I got to thank the Vermont State Employees Credit Union for helping us out here today, and also the Merchants Bank. You know, I got to get them in.
Everybody's got a sponsor, and that's all right. We coexist down here. Berger Blake, ladies and gentlemen, gets the second place trophy. And I'll tell you what, this guy is just being a pig about it. Track Championship Sunday, the Labor Day Classic today. Peter Fecto in the 75, ladies and gentlemen. Did I hear you right when you were in that car? I said, what do we got to fix that Ford for? Holy cow, if that's a backup car, what do you need that Ford for?
I don't know. This Pontiac went pretty good today. I didn't know if we'd get it dialed in for this track, but apparently we didn't have any problems. It went good.
You put the same setup in it you had in the Ford?
No, actually a little different.
Whatever you did, it's working.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the car is a little different, you know, the roll center and stuff, so we made different changes and it worked.
You going to fix the Ford for Canaan, or are you going to take this one now?
I don't know now.
Yeah, I think so. Congratulations. You got some folks to thank, I know.
Yeah, Vermont State Employment Credit Union, of course, Lamore Valley Ford with my other car, Riverview Garage, Bucks Furniture, Cock and Oil. I know there's more.
Just say, and all the rest.
Gary Sweeper Service, Mike Audi Home Maintenance, and all the rest. And all the guys for helping me out with these cars. I mean, these guys have been great.
He's on a roll, folks, and he's riding it all the way right now. Peter Fecto, your Labor Day Classic winner for the Vermont State Employees Credit Union, and he plain old whipped him today.